What's good, Kush Crew? Welcome back to another session, man. So I can tell by the title thumbnail, man, we got another banger for y'all, man. We got a reacting to my 600-pound life. So, you know what I mean? We gonna do a little reaction. I usually don't be watching my 600-pound life because that shit, it be pissing me off. Oh God, like there's no way you that big.
Oh, sorry. How are you that big? But that's disgusting.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bruh. Without further ado, hang on, let me pause this.
I like my big girls, but not that big.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. Make sure you follow all the socials at the bottom of the screen. We are on the road to 1K subscribers.
150 by the end of the month, bro. Make sure y'all follow all the socials at the bottom of the screens. Well, at the bottom of the screen. Share the video with your peoples, man.
Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and say this. If you're going to get offended by this video, we are going to speak our mind about this. So if you are going to get offended, might as well get off this motherfucker now.
If you get offended, bruh, you shouldn't get offended. Just go hit the gym.
Facts. But without further ado, man, we're going to get right into it.
Alicia Kerrigan. How's it going?
I need to do that third one.
Madison, Illinois.
That's sick as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
I wonder
That's
how they
crazy.
make where do you shop to find like clothes for
they
Every
don't,
day,
bro.
I dread getting up because pushing myself out of bed each morning.
Shorty can't even
is the
lift up
hardest
her
part
neck.
of my day.
Well, her head.
She ain't got no goddamn neck.
You know, she don't
I'm
look
always
600.
worried about my ankles giving
She's
out and
622
collapsing
pounds.
because my joints and muscles barely sustain my weight.
At least you can see her ankles.
My body has reached a point that I can't even go a few steps without being winded. Because I'm the size of 5 people in one body, my weight makes everything.
That's crazy.
Ain't no way 5, maybe
5.
4.
No, if you think about it, 622 pounds, nigga,
that means
4 or 5
everybody
people,
100
nigga.
pounds. Maybe about 4 people.
Yeah, 4 people.
But damn.
It's hard. When I see myself in a picture or in a mirror,
at least you can dress and bathe yourself.
Would think,
you feel me?
Shouldn't that be enough to just stop and realize what it is you're
And you
doing?
can stand up by yourself.
Taxes was waiting.
But I get so depressed by it that I go to what is the most comforting, which is food. And as far back as I can remember, food has always...
If you have to turn your body sideways to go through the door, something wrong. You waste the money on makeup, by the way.
Been what has consoled me.
What's that, donuts?
Food makes me so happy that just seeing it and smelling it starts to help me feel better and helps with my anxiety. I feel like food is the one thing that doesn't judge you. It never lets me down and never disappoints me. It fills a void and emptiness inside me. Eating donuts for me can be described as a sexual experience almost, because it is like, it's so fulfilling and it's satisfying.
Did y'all just hear what she said?
If she think eating donuts is like a sexual thing, when was the last time that bitch had some dick?
Oh God. Talking about, you know, when you've reached the all-time low when you start feeling satisfied from fucking food. That's crazy work, son. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy work.
And to be able to eat and enjoy this alone with nobody watching is the best part of my day.
Nah, trust me, we watching.
We watching.
We
and
watching.
Judging. Trust.
We watching.
We watching and judging.
But once I start, I can't stop. And unfortunately, my addiction to food has only gotten worse over the years. Never in my life.
Like they say, the first thing about whenever you have a problem, the first step is acknowledging it. I'm glad you acknowledge that you have an eating problem.
I think this is where I would end up. At 600 pounds. I started to put on weight at a young age. My childhood was very chaotic. I remember feeling like our family was different than others because it was my mom that worked to support our family of 4, and my dad would go out to the bars drinking. So he wasn't really around much and
That
didn't
nigga big as
participate
well.
in our daily lives. And I felt like my mom was angry and had a lot of resentment towards him. So when he would come home, there was always a lot of fighting. And sometimes it would get loud and violent. And if it weren't for my Grandma Faye, I wouldn't have had anyone. Because she's really who I feel like raised me and took care of me. And when my parents would fight, she would try to distract me with ice cream. And I remember how it made me feel better. And so sugar became the thing in my life with my grandmother that I knew could make me feel better when I was afraid or upset. And by the time I was 7, I was around 160 pounds.
God damn! That's crazy
niggas-
work.
There's grown niggas that
Grown
ain't
niggas
even
that's not even
160.
You not even double digits yet, and you 160 pounds.
I'm 160.
That's crazy work.
My mom began to hear from family and friends that there was something wrong with me, that I have a problem.
Bro, you should have started
And
thinking
she
that
felt
at
like I
100
made her look
pounds.
bad as a mother. So she would scream at me for eating and told me I was getting too fat. I started to worry about Alicia's weight in grade school.
Then why
You would
she
hear
look younger than the
remarks from
daughter?
other people and wonder maybe I
The
should
mom
be
looked younger
more
than the
worried
daughter.
than I am. I thought maybe she would outgrow it, but she didn't.
She kept growing.
So my eating just got worse because I was more depressed and I kept going. And I hit 200 pounds by the time I was 10. And that's when my life came crashing down. My Grandma Faye was diagnosed with lung cancer, and I'd go to visit her daily in the hospital. But then one day, I could tell she was getting worse. She was hooked up to more and more wires. It freaked me out. And I left without saying goodbye to her. She passed away that night. She was the person I most loved, and I didn't get to say goodbye. I was shattered, but I had no one at that point. My mom was embarrassed by me, and my dad was barely around, and the only person who had loved me was gone. And eating not only helped me with the pain, but it made me feel like my grandma was back with me.
That's a
what we
different type of
shared together.
size.
So I would begin
They need to
sneaking
put
food
ages
at
in
night.
the pictures.
I didn't want my mom to see how much I was eating because she was already embarrassed of me. And I was eating constantly. So I gained another 80 pounds over the next 2 years. And I was getting close to 300 pounds by the time I was 14.
Oh, that's crazy work.
Before I went to bed, I would pray that I would wake up skinny, but I was always the same fat kid in the morning. My mom was so ashamed, she put me in a weight loss club.
Damn, a weight loss club is crazy.
I was really...
She wasn't ashamed, man. She's trying to
help.
help. There's a difference from being ashamed and trying to help. She was still around, you feel me?
She was trying to help. You ain't want to help yourself.
For real, you wasn't trying to help yourself at a young age.
Hold on. I'm going to say this, but if it's fucked up, cut it out the video.
This shit going in there.
I'm going to start it off by saying R.I.P. Granny Faye. Is that her name? Granny Faye?
Yeah, but
she started it.
It's Granny's fault.
She started it. She
For
let
sure.
you get that far. R.I.P.
For
Granny
sure.
Faye, though.
really angry at my mom that she made me go to those meetings. And she would say, I don't want to go to this either. I'm doing this for you.
She wasn't wrong.
Exactly.
But they started to think that the only thing that mattered to my mom was my weight. I was just a number and no longer a person. And by the time I was 18, I was over 400 pounds.
That weight class ain't help.
But my weight never held me back then. I still had friends and I'd still go out. I even dated. But then at the end of my senior year, a male friend who I had always had a crush on came over and we started messing around. And I eventually told him to stop, and he didn't stop. And he raped me. I felt just really weak and helpless. And also, I felt a lot of shame. I felt like I had no one to turn to. Who's going to believe me? Who's going to believe that he raped you? Because why would he want to? Fat girls don't get raped. And so I hid what happened from everyone. And I did what I knew. I ate to deal with the pain. When I was 20, my weight got to over 500 pounds. And I was no longer able to function like a normal person.
This is not the life I wanted her to have. I wanted her to be happy and active and healthy. Sometimes you lose control of what's going on, and you don't realize it until it's too late.
So I dropped out of college and gave up my dream of being a kindergarten teacher. I felt like a complete failure.
Work at all.
I felt like I was never going to have a fulfilling life. And I was contemplating suicide often. It would be my escape from all the disappointments. I was tired of feeling like a failure to my mom, to my family, and to myself. And the pain and struggle was becoming too much. And I just wanted to end it. And I think I would have done that. But that's when I met Tim. We met 6 years ago, and we connected quickly because we were both addicts. He was addicted to drugs.
Not the same thing. Definitely not the same thing.
That's not the same thing.
Definitely not the same thing.
We go, because we know what you was addicted to. Food.
Definitely
drugs and food is not the same thing at all. Y'all was both addicted to something, for sure, but not the same thing.
I can't believe she really tried to.
Oh God, like that's crazy. Where she just compared her eating problems to drug problems.
So he understood my addiction to food and didn't judge me.
When Alicia and I first met, what I did notice was just her carefree spirit, her laugh, and her size
He's a bowler.
didn't bother me. And I really liked being with her because she was always laughing and smiling.
Look like a bowler.
But now it's almost like she's a totally different person. And our relationship has grown stagnant. And as time goes on, Alicia doesn't want to do hardly anything at all. She just wants to sit in front of the TV and eat.
Y'all can tell, man, that's the end of the video. But her weight herself is causing this relationship to end. Which is crazy. Her weight is causing the only person that really cares about her to leave. Crazy work. So she need to get her shit together.
Personally, I think it's just crazy work to, you feel me, just even get yourself to be that big. First of all, when she was going through her ages, it was like she was gaining 50 to 100 pounds a year. How you go from 150 at 9
To 200.
to 200 at 10? Maybe she did have a eating problem. Well, I mean, she did. Not probably, she did.
But
I don't understand. Like, how do you be
listen,
addicted to food
this
though?
shit.
How are you addicted to food though?
Yeah, but they seen this at a young age. They could have stopped this shit at a young age.
No
you feel me?
disrespect, but y'all should have been starving that bitch. Let her eat one meal a day, and then fast on weekends until she get back down to 160 at age. Shit. Age 14, she should have been. Age 14, first of all, she should have been like 130. Less, maybe. But the fact that y'all had her at, what'd she say, 400 at age 14, 15, whatever. Whatever she was at, that's unacceptable.
Oh God, crazy word, crazy word. But it's all, you feel me? It's just the parents' fault and her fault. But you feel me? She not my girl. She not my, you feel me, kid. So I would never let that happen. So y'all let us know if y'all want to see more videos like this in the comment section. Let us know if we should do some reactions and shit like that. Let us know more videos on my 600-pound life. I know this was a short video, but maybe we'll get into a longer one. Maybe we'll watch a full episode. Well, never, not really. But let us know what else we should do, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow all the socials at the bottom of the screen. On the road to 1K subscribers. 150 by the end of the month, bro. Make sure y'all share the video with everybody, bro. Tune into the next one. Watch our previous videos if you haven't already, bro. Y'all know. And tomorrow's our last video for the 31-day streak.
Tomorrow's last 31-day streak.
We appreciate everybody for tuning in the whole month. Make sure y'all stay fried, and we're going to see y'all in tomorrow's final video.